Hello, leader. Do you think your org chart is solid? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you need to think about that again. You see, the job market is shifting, and if you're still hiring assistants and managers, you might be missing the roles that actually drive growth. In today's episode, I'm unpacking the hottest new job titles showing up in smart small businesses and what they reveal about how the most effective teams are evolving. From digital lead generators to people and culture partners, these aren't vanity titles, they're specific moves. Or are they? If you're ready to stop hiring for tasks and start hiring for impact, this episode is for you. Welcome to the Stacking Your Team podcast, smart leadership for women who mean business. If you're a woman who owns an established business with a team of 5 or more, and you're ready to lead with more confidence, clarity, and impact, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Shelli Warren. Each episode delivers practical strategies to help you build a high-performing team and become the leader your business needs next. Let's get started with this reminder. The team that got you here may not be the team that will get you there. I love a good org chart. I'm such a freak for org charts. One of the first things I do when I onboard a new client is to have a look at her current state org chart. Now, I'm looking for the obvious signs that she has too many people reporting directly to her. I'm also looking at how much control she's trying to keep a hold of by not setting up departments, or what I like to call profit centers, so that other trusted team members who have the expertise can lead that aspect of the business instead of her. By the way, this also is a clear sign to me that she's in too many meetings. Org charts provide clarity, not only for the CEO, but for everyone on the team, and they also are a glaring view of where the gaps are in terms of burnout, lost revenue, underperformance, constraints, and stagnant growth. Org charts are priceless, and it's fun to help her create a future state org chart as compared to her current state org chart. That's where the strategic decisions, timing, planning, and momentum come in. Clearly looking at where you are today and creating a vision of where you want to go. Hiring, promotions, parental leaves, retirements, and terminations all become part of your succession plan. And no, you don't need to have a huge company to have a succession plan. Every smart small business owner takes some time to look into the future and plan for it. The comings and the goings of your team members match to the anticipated needs of scaling and growing your business. To meet the demands is what you're getting paid to do as the CEO, the founder, the owner of your business, or if you're on a leadership team in a small business, this is what you're getting paid to do too. Sounds daunting? Well, I'm here to help. You don't have to go it alone on these big planning activities. So before we start diving into these new hot role titles, I want to encourage you to think broader than the title. I mean, come on. Anyone can have a title, but that doesn't guarantee they will have high impact or be a long-term fit. Also, let's talk about why this shift is happening in the first place. Why aren't we just sticking to the office manager, the marketing assistant, or customer support? Well, the truth is, the way we work and the way customers and team members expect to interact with a business has changed. Here's what I mean by that. Those traditional roles that we've all gotten really comfortable with have evolved because small businesses are being way more selective about who they hire. Every person on the team needs to drive results, so the new role titles need to immediately reflect impact, not just tasks. Another reason for this big shift is that people expect faster responses, more personalization, and seamless experiences. So a VA acts as your support rep, answering emails. Well, that just won't cut it anymore. You need a client success strategist who can think proactively and increase lifetime value of every single client or customer from the very beginning right through to their offboarding. Another big reason for the shift is, you guessed it, automation and AI tools are reducing admin-heavy work, freeing people up to do what tools can't, such as building relationships, leading strategy, and creating content that connects. That means your old admin assistant might now be a digital systems integrator, managing workflows and automation. Would your current admin assistant be up for this challenge? So think of it this way. Old titles describe what someone does. New titles describe why they matter. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to run through some really hot new role titles that are now appearing inside small businesses and what it means for you as a business owner or a team leader who happens to be part of a leadership team. The first one we're going to talk about is the digital lead generator. Now, the old title would have been marketing coordinator. So who needs a digital lead generator? Anyone who has a coaching business or anyone who has a boutique-style agency. So why would you need it? Well, these roles now focus on ROI, so driving lead capture systems, not just posting pretty things on Instagram. So what is this role all about? Well, this person would be responsible to design and run targeted campaigns, so either organic or paid, to attract qualified leads through social media, landing pages, and email funnels. They would often work closely with the owner of the business or the sales team to nurture prospects that align to the specific niche or who would be considered a qualified lead, meaning a potential customer who has shown genuine interest in your product or service, and they would also meet specific criteria, like do they have the budget to work with you? Do they need to work with you? And is this person, do they have decision-making ability to even decide whether or not to buy with you? So in a nutshell, the role of a digital lead generator matters now because small businesses need a steady, strategic flow of qualified leads, not just more followers or clicks. This role focuses on turning digital visibility into real prospects through targeted content like funnels, campaigns that convert interest into actual revenue. Here's the next hot new role title that you need to be considering now. Client Success Strategist. Now, the old title would have been Customer Support Rep. So who needs a Client Success Strategist? Anyone that has a SaaS firm, so anyone that has a software as a service firm, or anyone who has a high-touch consulting agency. So why is this important? Well, it's because client and customer retention is the new acquisition. You see, businesses are realizing that keeping a client costs less than finding a new one. So what is this Client Success Strategist role all about? Well, this is a person who is laser focused on the entire client lifecycle, not just solving problems when they come up, but ensuring clients get consistent value and results from the moment they sign on. Unlike traditional customer service reps, which is very reactive and task-based, a client success strategist is proactive and strategic and an incredible extension of your brand. Other aspects of this role would be creating clear workflows and SOPs that ensure each client is onboarded intentionally, making sure that expectations are clear, goals are defined, and early wins are achieved. They would also do some of what I like to call data mining by monitoring engagement and noticing patterns, flagging any signs that someone is considering opting out, which always impacts your overall churn rate. And a great customer success strategist would also offer personalized support and training, ensuring your clients and customers know how to get the most out of what they just bought. This directly leads to the responsibility of spotting opportunities to upsell based on that client's goals, not just a sales quota. And they would also bring insights back to the leadership team so that better decisions can be made regarding your products, services, and operations in general. So in a nutshell, the role of a client success strategist matters now because businesses can't afford to just close deals. They need to keep clients happy, engaged, and evolving. This role ensures clients get results, feel supported, and stay loyal, turning one-time buyers into long-term brand fans. Here's another hot new role title now appearing inside small businesses and what it means for you. Community and Engagement Lead. Now, the old title would have been maybe Events Coordinator or Social Media Manager or Customer Experience Rep. So who needs a Community and Engagement Lead? Anyone who has a membership program or any thought leadership brands, which essentially means a business that consistently shares original insights, perspectives, and frameworks. So not just selling products or services. These brands lead with ideas, not just offers. So why? Well, a loyal audience is your strongest marketing channel, and this role will build that for you. So what else is this role all about? This person's responsibility goes beyond posting on Instagram or moderating a Facebook group. Nope. It's all about creating connection, belonging, and brand loyalty with your audience, whether they're followers, clients, or members. They are key people who are driving your engagement strategies, doing things like planning live sessions, challenges, and interactive campaigns. Now, these activities can also be designed and executed for anyone who has a brick and mortar business too. So after these events and activities take place, they'd analyze your participation trends and make adjustments based on what worked to improve the next event. Now, of course, they're also doing traditional tasks like celebrating member wins, highlighting client success stories, and this person will have direct impact to increase your retention by making members, clients, and customers feel seen and supported. Their efforts will also boost referrals, and their knowledge of your clients, customers, and members will also drive your content strategy by sourcing out real stories, real questions that get asked, and real feedback that they give you. So in a nutshell, the role of the community engagement lead matters now because connection is the new currency, and loyalty just doesn't happen, it's built. Okay, let's keep moving. Here's another hot new role title that's now appearing inside small businesses, and you should be thinking about it. Remote Team Integrator, or what I would call a remote team leader. So the old title would have been called Office Manager. So who needs this remote team integrator or remote team leader? Well, anyone that has a fast-growing agency or service-based business with a hybrid or remote team. Why? Well, it's all about team flow. This person keeps people, processes, profits, and tools aligned right across any time zone. So what is this remote team integrator or remote team leader role all about? This person is focused on streamlining communication, developing and training, holding people accountable to follow SOPs and workflows and tools across any and all time zones, across any departments, or what I like to call profit centers. Often this person would report directly to the business owner and would be directly responsible for building a high-performing team that is aligned no matter where the team works from. They would own all the rhythms of the business, or what I like to call drumbeats. So think meetings, workflows, deadlines, and the ever-important communication systems like Asana, Slack, Notion, ClickUp. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. They'd also make sure that bottlenecks are diminished by holding people accountable for handoffs, timelines, and all the intended expectations of how work gets done and what it means to be a good team member. You'd structure your org chart so that this person would have direct reports, being responsible for the hiring, onboarding, training, and development, including performance coaching. So in a nutshell, the role of the remote team integrator or remote team leader matters now because the way teams work has changed. Many business owners haven't updated how they lead or how they coordinate their work. So this role keeps people, tools, and tasks aligned across those time zones and platforms, ensuring momentum doesn't stall, communication doesn't break down, and everyone stays focused on the right priorities, where no in-office oversight is required. Now, having said that, introducing this rule to your brick-and-mortar workspace with a 100% in-person team or a team that has a few people working remotely would be just as advantageous. All right, here's the last hot new role title that's now appearing inside small businesses that I want to share with you today, and you can probably guess what it is. AI Integration Specialist. Now, the old title would have been maybe a tech VA or systems consultant. So who needs an AI integration specialist? Well, anyone that has a service-based business who's automating workflows. Why? This role didn't even exist a few years ago, but today it's becoming essential, especially for small businesses that want to stay competitive without bloating their team payroll or budget. An AI integration specialist helps you work smarter, not harder, by identifying where automation and artificial intelligence tools can streamline tasks, save time, reduce errors, and enhance customer experiences. AI is not replacing people. It's freeing them up to focus on higher value tasks. So, what is this AI integration specialist role all about? Well, this person is focused on researching and recommending AI tools such as ChatGPT, Zapier, Otter, Notion, AI, Grammarly, the plethora of HubSpot AI tools that are out there. There are just so many AI tools out there. Oh my goodness. So think about them becoming your in-house AI agent because they're testing integrations and customizing them to fit your business workflows. They'd set up automations for tasks like leading routing, follow-ups, content repurposing, and customer support. They would also audit your current operations to identify time-consuming or repetitive tasks, and then rebuild those processes to remove manual steps and replace them with smart automations. They'd work closely with your team members who are responsible for operations, marketing, and client services to ensure that what they're building through automation meets the intended KPIs and goals. And maybe most importantly, they would train your team on these new tools and AI best practices with ongoing support, documentation, and by setting up some policies to ensure ethical and secure and strategic use of it all. So in a nutshell, the role of an AI integration specialist matters now because small businesses need to do more with less, but faster. This role helps teams work smarter by integrating AI tools that automate repetitive tasks, improve efficiencies, and free up each person's capacity for creative and strategic work. It's not about replacing people, it's about unlocking their full potential. Overall, these new hot role titles help keep your business future ready. So to wrap up, old titles describe what someone does. These new titles describe why they matter. I hope this episode has given you a lot to consider about why you too should be making the shifts towards some of these new role titles that better describe the intended results rather than a to-do list. Because what used to be a content writer is now a content systems manager. Not because the writing stopped, but because they now oversee repurposing, a publishing cadence, and your brand's voice. It's a strategic function now. And the traditional office manager, who used to restock supplies and greet guests, now in a hybrid team or in a full-on in-person team, that same person might be called a remote team integrator or simply a team leader because their impact is in connecting people and tools, not organizing office snacks. So how about revisiting your org chart, not just by who reports to who, but by what goals each person is driving? And don't be afraid to rename those roles to match the real impact that your business needs. Thanks for tuning in to the Stacking Your Team podcast, smart leadership for women who mean business. If today's episode helped you see your leadership in a new way, I'd love to hear about it. Come connect with me on Instagram, where I'm at Stacking Your Team, and tell me, what are you working on in your business right now? And if you're ready to go further than this podcast, check out the Leadership Lab. It's my high-touch coaching experience designed for women leading a growing team. We're welcoming new members right now. You can find all the details over at the Stacking Your Team website, or just click the link that's in the show notes. So until next time, let's do less managing and more leading by making space to lead and letting go of the rest.